buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bulldogs offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Frazier. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grab near the sticks. It's Branch. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here comes the heat. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. So Florida State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Paul.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and it's just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got it.
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll toss it to the outside on the left. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give is to Williams. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Right back to it. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Branch. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks in Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down, and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've been running it, but now the pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
One guy up front loses his focus, and it leads to that sack. And it's unfortunate because they had all 11 guys on the same page these last 2 drives. Obviously scoring a touchdown the last time out, and really doing a nice job even on this drive of moving the football. And then it comes to that one critical 3rd down, one guy not doing what he's supposed to do, and now you're set up in 4th and long, and it looks like they're going to have to punt.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Branch. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Dogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bell. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They just keep firing. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Bulldogs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Illinois. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Forced out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. It's complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form? Breaks into the open. Little spin move. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Slings it downfield. He's open on the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
This time it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. To the air. It's Sperry. Unleashes to the end zone. Pick off! What a play by this defense!
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
With the catch, it's Bell. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. High the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Frazier. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. The give. He breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw for it. Here's a heat. Finds a tight end. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to handle that punt front, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Lucas. Turning it on. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to the toss. Running to Green. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, and good things will happen.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire for the ball carrier.
And you've got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You've got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Williams. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Got a man, it's Branch. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly to the tight end. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's looking deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Dogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Blackwell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward on them. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. To throw, it's Sperry. Unleashes one. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Using his legs, it's Frazier. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Third and one, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the Dogs in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
It's a great job by the defense disguising what they're doing pre-snap to post-snap. You've got guys dropping back into zone coverage. Quarterback and offensive line think they're only rushing 3 or 4 guys max, but they blitz from the second level, and that's what was able to help them get home.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll send out the kicker here. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Lead now 7 here in the third quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 24 to Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Sure hands. It's Blackwell. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Wants to go up top. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way.
And the quarterback brought up to and sacked at the 12. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Bell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Creates a little space. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration in front.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Lucas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Got a man. It's White. At the 40. There he goes. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. That's caught. It's Robinson. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Extending the play. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Fires to the right. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Off play action. A strike downfield. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Oh, what a caught! His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. And the throw out to the sideline, just a few yards.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Takes it on the shovel. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gets it out fast. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to power their way ahead. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
On the play, number 91.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. On the ground, it's McCray. Shakes off the defender. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll get it out to about the... line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out the quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Dances away. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Looking left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Back to throw, it's Berry. Pressure coming. He's going to fire deep. Snatches it on the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Dumps it to the back. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football.
There he goes. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. And off to Jones. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Still running at the 40. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Georgia going back to work with another first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Nice move to keep running. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia Southern is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Eagles all day with almost no let-up.
He's going to keep it.
They're up by 17 over Jacksonville State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Rushes on him. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the ground, it's McCray. Stopped behind the line, he'll lose a yard. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. On target over the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Blackwell. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Here's the pressure. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch with these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Berry. Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Might be changing the route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He wants a big play here late. And he's thrown another interception. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to